So in this video I'm going to be replacing the cutting edge on this 1958 Ford. This cutting edge is worn back about 2.5 inches, and I'm going to be replacing it with some hardened steel strips that I'm going to cut from a piece of armor plating. This is the plate I'm going to use. This is a 3/8 inch thick piece of armor plating from a 50 caliber gun mount. Alright, I got my bucket, I got my strips. The bucket's resting on concrete blocks. The tractor has got chocks behind it so it can't roll. The next thing I need to do is clean all this up. I have a wire wheel I'm going to get in here. Everything today is going to either be hardwire MIG, so like a 70S wire, or it'll be a 7018 low hydrogen rod. And this plate's going to have to get preheated. So let's grind this thing up and get it cleaned up, ready to weld. I'm going to use a 7-inch wire wheel to clean this all up. It's on a 9-inch grinder, so I have to remove the guard, so there's no guard on it. So here's the back side of the blade, the underside, and basically I'm going to have to do a fillet weld all the way across. All the parts are tack welded all the way across with intermittent fillets. I want to fully weld this thing from the back side. Basically back step weld this fully. It's not a bad weld. It's probably about a 3/16 fillet weld all the way down. A couple spots got a little rough. There's the vertical weld. A little bit of underfill. Could probably grind it and surface it one more time. But overall, really good. Alright, turn the bucket over. I got the same procedure here. I'm going to fully weld this with, again, like an 1/8 inch fillet weld. 1/8 to 1/4, whatever. I don't want material getting jammed up underneath there because there's a little bit of a gap, so I'll just fully weld it. Alright, bucket's all welded up. It took a lot longer than I thought. The edge that I had to weld ended up being like almost a 1/2 inch, so I had to do like 1/2 inch fillet weld with 3/32 rod. All right, it's a couple days later, just a final kind of conclusion on this. I was welding with 3 32nd welding rods, and I had to put in about a 1/2 to a 3/4 inch fillet depending on, you know, where along this edge I was welding. So it took hours to do that. My machine was plugged into 110 volts, and I could burn like 2 or 3 rods, and then, you know, if I would keep going, it would my 20 amp circuit in the shop would trip. So it took a long time to get through this, but it is fully welded all the way across. I also added some new cheek plates onto each end to kind of help with that. So overall, really happy. It took much longer than I was expecting, but this cutting edge is made from that hardened armor plate steel, so this should last many, many, many years. So thanks for checking out the video. Right now the tractor is loaded up on the truck because I'm taking it over to one of my friends' houses to do some work in their yard. Just kind of showcase what one of these can do. Thanks for checking out the video. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe.